What are you going to do about Brexit? And what about your degrees? I mean, are you actually prepared for the snow? You know it's really cold out there. Can you even just buy a house? I mean, what about law? What about coronavirus? This is actually mad. This is crazy. This might not work. You know this is the worst time to start a business. Will you be financially stable? What about your friends and family? Why so sudden? Why didn't you think about it? Why didn't you come to talk to us about it? Why didn't you tell us? I can't believe you just dropped this on us. Aren't you scared? Of course, we're scared. But that's not a reason to not live your life. That's not a reason to not chase your dreams. And that's not a reason to stay stuck where you are, dreaming of something better, but doing nothing about it. We came to Sweden on a whim. It was unexpected, and what an adventure it's been so far. We didn't talk to anyone about it, and we're glad we didn't. We made a decision and followed it through. Reduce the clutter of everyone telling you what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be. Don't talk to people about what you want to do. Tell them what you're going to do. Don't encourage opinions and just do what makes you happy. Oh my god. Guys. That smoke is coming from the lake. It's midnight right now.
We're just arriving. I don't know which ones.
Oh, is it one of these?
It might be one of these ones with the flags.
Yes, I think. It really is midnight. If you don't believe me, look at this. Midnight. And look at the sky. Oh, I'm right by the lake. Oh my god.
We just arrived. It's really late. And it's midnight. And Nay needs to pee. Let's go. Is it? It's got all these doors, mate. Oh, I see. That's just a closet. Okay. Oh, there's the toilet. Okay. What's in there? Just a closet. This is fine.
Can you believe we ended up in the wrong house? It was actually the one next door, so this one hadn't actually been cleaned. What you don't see in this video is that after unpacking everything, we repacked and moved next door, which we thought was a bit nicer anyway. Welcome to the humble abode. We were worried we weren't going to buy a house. We didn't know if we would be able to find the right one, if we could afford it. There were a lot of unknowns. But it was really nice to have this place to call home for a month. To know that no matter what happened, we would have had an awesome holiday in the cutest little cabin. It is by far one of our favourite places to have stayed. For such a small cabin, it had so many doors. Immediately as you walked into the cabin, you had a closet, and it was actually quite handy because we just put our coats in there and shoes, especially if it was raining and muddy. And then we had this little shower, which honestly, I don't know how it was even called a shower. It was probably another closet that was somehow converted into a shower. It was honestly magnificent water pressure, but just so confused at how it worked and how it looked like this. And then you have a separate bathroom, which is always great. That's enough of the toilet. And then you have the big room, which is actually, it had 2 separate beds, and then we just put them together because we wanted to snuggle on a big bed. And this was our base for the whole month. All in all, it cost us about £400 to stay here for the month, and it was perfect. We used this place as a base to look for houses to buy. In this vlog, we won't take you through house viewings, but you can expect all of that goodness next week. So stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already done so.
This is our lunchtime view out on the deck. And then over there, I don't know if you can see, but that is a lake. But you can just hear it's so peaceful and quiet. It's beautiful. And this is our little cabin in here.
Hey, it's raining. Wow. It's raining.
Is it?
Very badly.
Is it? Doesn't look like it now. Oh, it is. Did you get wet or did you just sit?
I did get wet. I'm not dressed for rain.
What are we going to do?
I'll get my raincoat. Get my raincoat.
Can you get mine, please? Mine's in here. Thank you.
Okay.
Open the door.
Thank you.
You got the keys, right?
Yep. Run! Damn it! That was graceful.
It's quite a nice rain, to be fair. Naomi's driving today.
I'll be driving.
The Swedish whip.
It's hard to really explain how beautiful Sweden looks. It's unlike anything I have ever seen before. I mean, even just simple trips to the shops and your eyes are just astonished by everything you see. It is one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. Just wow.
Stop in this lane here.
Oh yeah, so I hate driving and I'm not actually very good at it, so we make quite a big deal of me driving.
You're not driving. It's fun. I can do other things. Like film.
I mean, I've had my license for a while and I should be better now, but I ain't. I had to learn how to drive properly, not just enough to pass a test. because we were driving from London to Sweden. It would have been so harsh on Jack to do the whole journey by himself. So bless him, we actually ended up getting an automatic car just to help me drive a little better. But he has been amazing and has been helping me get better and better every time.
Little. You getting a trolley? Yeah, alright, get a trolley then.
It's a good thing I was wooing before I entered the shop. I mean, gosh darn it, Sweden is so expensive for food. Like, yes, houses are cheap, but food is so expensive. Why, Sweden? Why? Why you gotta do it like this? Although this was the most amount of money I had ever spent on shopping, an amount that would soon become the norm, one thing that is different about living in Sweden compared to living in London is the proximity from the shops. We were about an hour away from the shops, so it seemed wise to bulk buy and ensure that we had everything we needed. So after we went to the shop, we explored the local area. Time goes really slow in Sweden, and with such a beautiful place, we just spent time doing what we really enjoyed, capturing the uncapturable.
I'm going to go ahead of you and I'm going to get you walking towards me.
As I was editing this video, I came across a post by Morgan Harper Nichols, which I just feel resonates a lot with how I'm feeling. So much has changed since this time last year, and yet here you are, learning to be courageous despite your fears. And yes, there are still many unknowns, but never discredit how you've grown. Never forget the grace you found on the journey. Never be ashamed if you're still healing and learning. Remember the ground beneath your feet. Remember when it all felt like too much, and you still remembered to slow down and breathe. You didn't know your life would change in such drastic ways, and yet, here you are, learning to take this day by day. Always remember, courage comes in many shapes. Always remember, you're still growing in many meaningful ways. Come towards me, come on. Our Airbnb host was incredible. I honestly can't tell you how many things he did for us. He gave us his kayaks. He invited us to events. We nearly got to watch him race some motorbikes. He fixed our car. Because can you believe our car needed to be fixed one more time? The first time, the really expensive time, the throttle body was completely obliterated. And then this time, our bearings were messed up. As I say this, I have no idea what I'm saying, but I think that's about right. He was honestly so amazing. He was the jack of all trades.
Like we're in the Amazon.
There's a bit.
Jack, pedal. Jack! I'm trying to film you.
I'm filming both of us. Should I pedal?
At least you know you're not going to die.
Why?
So shallow.
What if there's monsters under there?
That's not good.
Oh, hell no. No more Dora the Explorer for me. Don't believe everything that you see on here just because it looks really serene and we're, nice kayaking and it's all that. Don't do it. There were things moving about under the water. Listen, I had to hold my arse, let's just say that, because it was a very scary moment. I do not suggest you do this. Do not go kayaking. In fact, just stay away from the woods. Stay away from nature. Nature don't love you. Nature don't want you. I clearly lived to tell the story of how I battled nature and made it out of the kayak. I'm so glad to be alive. It was honestly traumatic. But just because you go through some scary moments, it doesn't mean you shouldn't live your life to the fullest and experience everything. Or else how will you know what you like and don't like? Turns out, I don't like kayaking. Who knew? Anyway guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. We are so excited and so happy to have you a part of our journey. We look forward to seeing you in our next video next week, Saturday. Until next time, bye!